You will definitely recognize your favorite. I also used this coffee machine for a very long time. Very nice memories. What's more, they were associated not only with drinking coffee, but also with the care of this coffee machine. It is so childishly simple that the reward center in my brain, after each completed cleaning cycle, after replacing the filter, received a candy. Damien, good job. You can be proud of yourself. After each cleaning, the coffee tasted even better. Today I would like to briefly tell you how to care for such a coffee machine. Because this is a key issue if we want to use this device for a long time and without any problems. There are 6 automatic programs, just like in any other Jura coffee machine. They are really highly automated, and I will briefly discuss them all for you today. Rinsing the coffee system. The first care program that starts automatically after switching on the coffee machine, in order to rinse it of coffee residues and heat up the pipes. Starting from the brewing module, through the pipes through which the coffee flows, to the spout itself. Rinsing the milk system looks very similar. A few drops of water through the water system, the steam system, to the frother and to the drip tray, or to a container placed under it. The goal is to rinse the frother of milk residues that are left there. After each brewed milk coffee, the coffee machine asks us to rinse. This rinsing can be manual, and we will have to accept the coffee machine's request. In this situation, we will always have time to place a container under the spout. Rinsing can also be automatic. In this situation, the coffee machine can rinse itself to the drip tray or to the container if we place it under it earlier. In my opinion, it is better to leave the automatic rinsing of the milk system, because, let's not forget, this milk will not dry out in the frother. Rinsing the milk system is a few drops of water, a completely automatic program, and we do not have to interfere with it at all. Replacing and using the Claris Smart Filter. The Jura E8 coffee maker is compatible with such a filter, Claris Smart. I will completely ignore the fact that it is worth using a filter so that the water at the outlet is optimal for the coffee brewing process. Let's focus only and exclusively on protecting the coffee maker from scaling. In the coffee maker inside, in the water system, there are many thin hoses, reducers, connectors, non-return valves. There is a thermoblock, which actually also has a very thin tube. Sometimes it happens that all of this gets clogged with scale. Therefore, it is good to use the Claris Smart Filter. The capacity of this filter, with an average water hardness of 14 degrees on the German scale, is 55 liters of water. In normal home use, it will easily last a month or maybe even longer. The filter replacement process, because that's what we were going to talk about, is very quick. This is a filter that has an RFID chip inside. It communicates with the coffee machine using the NFC protocol. When it needs to be replaced, the coffee machine informs you about it. To replace the filter, simply remove the old filter and insert a new one. The new filter greets the coffee machine with, "Hello, I'm new." And the coffee machine replies, "Okay, then I need to rinse you." And pours about 300 to 400 milliliters of water through this filter into the drip tray. After everything, it asks us to empty the drip tray and is ready to continue working. Descaling the Jura E8 coffee machine with descaling tablets. This is a process that we must perform when we give up the Claris Smart Filter. Of course, no one can force us to use a filter. We can treat instead of prevent. Of course, prevention is better than cure. If we decide to use descaling tablets instead of filters, we will have to carry out the descaling process. We start it when the coffee machine requests it. Based on the set water hardness, which we measure before starting the coffee machine for the first time, and the amount of water that has flowed through the coffee machine displays the message, descaling. And we should not wait too long, because this is the moment when there is already so much scale inside that if we wait, the coffee machine may become blocked with scale after some time. And unfortunately, this means a visit to the service center for the coffee machine. We throw 3 Jura descaling tablets into 500 milliliters of water. We wait for the tablets to dissolve, empty the drip tray and the waste container. We start the process. The coffee machine will pour the descaling agent through the steam spout, through the water spout, and into the drip tray until it draws in air. This will be a very long process, because the espresso machine will draw off a little, wait, draw off a little again, and wait. But when the descaling liquid runs out, the machine will give you a message to empty the drip tray, rinse the water tank and fill it with fresh, running clean water. The machine will rinse the entire system again, but this time with clean water. The descaling process takes about 40 minutes, depending on whether the machine is more or less scaled, shorter or longer. The descaling agent is an acid solution. Be careful. The entire descaling process is the effect of the acid solution on the seals inside the machine. So to achieve a longer service life, it is better to use Claris Smart filters than a descaling agent. Cleaning the brewing module with cleaning tablets from coffee oils. This is a fully automatic, very pleasant and quick process. It is very important, especially in coffee machines that have a brewing module with 3D technology. There are many channels in the 3D module, and believe me, if you neglect cleaning, ignore the coffee machine's request to clean it, unfortunately, the channels in the 3D module will become clogged after a certain period of time, and the quality of the coffee, the quality of the espresso, will degrade. Please do not wait too long with this process. 2 to 3 days okay, no problem. How effective this cleaning is can be seen from the rinsings that flow out of the coffee machine's spouts during the process. A lot of coffee oils dissolve and come out of the spout together with the detergent. The process is triggered by the coffee machine every 180 brewings or every 80 rinses before turning the coffee machine off, depending on which comes first. The process looks like this. At the beginning, the coffee machine asks us to empty the drip tray, the waste container. This waste container must be thoroughly cleaned before this cleaning process. We put the drip tray and waste container back in. The coffee machine starts the rinsing cycle, rinses itself with water several times, and then displays the message "Throw in tablet" on the display. And this is the moment when we throw one tablet into the ground coffee hopper, which is located at the top here. We close it, inform the coffee machine by pressing the button that we have just done this, and the actual coffee machine cleaning cycle begins. The coffee machine rinses the brewing module, hoses and spouts with a solution for dissolving coffee oils. At some point, this detergent will run out. A digression. The Dura 3-phase tablet is dedicated to Dura coffee machines for this process, which is designed here to last a sufficiently long time. I once did a test on substitute cleaning tablets, and it turns out that the substitutes dissolve much earlier and the actual washing takes much too short. I did this test on the Dura Z6 coffee machine. You can check it out on my channel. I'm getting back to the topic. At some point the coffee machine will start rinsing with clean water, and at the end it will ask us to empty the drip tray, waste container, and we'll be ready for further work. Coffee tastes better after such a cleaning cycle. The last care process that we will discuss today has been automated to such an extent that it even received its own name in the nomenclature. One Touch Cappuccino Clean. In the starter kit for the Dura E8 coffee machine, we receive such a special, 2-chamber container for cleaning the milk system and special tablets for cleaning the milk system, for dissolving lactose and fat. We place this container on the far right, looking from your side, pour 1 dose of tablets into the outer chamber, connect the hose to the container, and start the process. The coffee machine will pour water over these tablets, wait for these tablets to dissolve, then draw them through the hose through the entire frother and pour them into the inner chamber. When the detergent runs out, it will refill the container with clean water and rinse itself again with clean water. Therefore, this process is actually automated and very fast. It does not cause any major difficulties. Due to the TUW certification of this device, after each milk coffee made, the machine displays a message that the milk system needs to be cleaned. The truth is that after each milk coffee made, the milk system needs to be rinsed. And that is enough. In such a short time, neither enough fat nor enough lactose will settle to make it necessary to clean. It is important that the milk system is rinsed with hot water, however. Cleaning the milk system with detergent is sufficient once a week, maybe twice a week. This will allow us to maintain high hygiene of the frothing system. This process is triggered after each milk coffee made. This is my personal opinion as a Jura coffee machine service technician. Once or twice a week, if you do this cleaning, it should be completely sufficient. But remember to rinse the frothing nozzle frequently. Because if you do not rinse it regularly to remove the milk that is there, unfortunately it will happen that the milk inside will dry out. And unfortunately such situations do happen. Therefore I will show you how to disassemble and manually clean such a frothing nozzle. Very often you call and say, the coffee machine does not froth the milk, the coffee machine is bad. We then ask if steam is coming out of this frother. If steam is coming out, it means that the fault lies solely and exclusively in the contamination of the frother. I will show you how to disassemble and clean it. To remove the frother from the coffee machine for cleaning, you need to press these plastic buttons on both sides and pull the frother down. Here you need to use a little strength. Okay. And what next? Now we disassemble this frother into its first elements. The milk spout, or rather its very tip, unscrews. And this is a replaceable element, which for hygienic reasons can be replaced from time to time. We have them available in our offer. The second element is this chrome nickel rubber part. Here we can also clean it with a cleaning rod. What is more important is this element, plus the body. This element is mounted by pressing. So we pull. Please note that in one place it has such a small plastic marker. This marker is 12 o'clock. When we put it back together, this plastic element that sticks out here on the housing should be at 12 o'clock. As for cleaning itself, there are many channels here, and such a hole also in one place. Milk can actually accumulate and dry here if we do not rinse the frother regularly. Therefore we wash thoroughly. Also with some kind of cleaning rod inside, we can wash this hole and also blow it out, so that it is definitely clear. And the body itself. There are also many holes here. There is one here from this side. You will not see it, but there is also another one at the bottom, which goes to this channel. And here is also the third one, which is responsible for aeration. Very important, you also need to blow it out. Yes, you also need to blow it out in a situation where the coffee machine is serving milk but not frothed. Warm but not frothed. This means that the problem lies exactly in this place. Here is also the hole where we normally insert the milk hose. And here too, with a small cleaning rod, we can clean the inside. Remember that such situations only happen if we do not rinse the milk system regularly. Unfortunately, the milk can actually dry out if we do not rinse it. There are a lot of these elements, these grooves, these holes here. But if we rinse regularly, everything should work fine. If it stops frothing or if it stops serving milk but steam is coming out, do not panic, just disassemble and clean. And then assemble, similarly to how we disassembled it. However, if steam should come out of the coffee machine, milk should come out, but nothing comes out of the coffee machine, this is a sign that the coffee machine has scaled up. And unfortunately, a visit to the service is necessary. The Jura E8 coffee machine is supposed to serve us for about 20 years. I think that if it is treated well, it will last even longer, so let's make sure that it also looks nice. It is good to use a damp microfiber cloth to clean the external elements. We can clean the water tank from sediments with a descaling detergent. Dissolve 3 descaling tablets in a full tank of water. Please do not confuse descaling and cleaning tablets, because such situations also happened, and we found descaling tablets in the ground coffee hoppers. And this is a potentially dangerous situation. And we also found coffee machines whose water system was clogged with a cleaning agent, because someone had descaled the machine with cleaning tablets. Back to the point. We can descale the water tank with descaling tablets. 3 descaling tablets, a full tank of water. There cannot be a water filter there then. We leave it overnight and mark it accordingly. The bean container, because the coffee is oily, is cleaned only and exclusively with a dry cloth. A dry cloth. No moisture can get in there because it can destroy the grinder. Only and exclusively with a dry cloth. Well, that's probably all roughly. If you take care of this coffee machine, if you take care of it properly, it will really reward you with delicious coffee. Because Jura has developed the coffee brewing process perfectly, the quality of coffee, the quality of espresso is amazing. If you have the opportunity to compare Jura with other coffee machines available on the market, you will notice that Jura is better. Take care of your coffee machines. The more regularly you clean and take care of them, the less frequent contact we will have. Well, I wish you well. I hope this video was substantive. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for your time, and see you next video.